Hi, I'm Alan Sprout. When I had just finished third grade, my mother, a school librarian, brought home one of the computers from her school. It was a PET Commodore, a big sheet metal thing you could practically run over with a truck that used a cassette tape to store and load games, data, and programs. There were some educational games they had purchased, and I wanted to play them, but they were buggy. They were full of errors. So there was also a basic language instructional set that I took up, learned, and fixed the programs, and I've been programming ever since. I was lucky enough to go to Purdue in their School of Technology to get a degree in computer information systems. I co-opted with NCR while I was there. I've worked for big corporations like NCR, moderately and medium-sized companies and corporations, even some startups, including a startup that I helped start, which was called Interverse, where I was the CTO. When I started, I was programming in a language called Progress, which was a 4GL with a relational database management system attached. I used that on Unix, VMS, DOS, and even moved to the Windows platform when that became available. Then when everybody went to the web, so did I. In fact, I registered my first domain before you had to pay for them, taught myself HTML and JavaScript, then moved on to the Microsoft stack with ASP, with a SQL backend, ASP.NET, .NET, and C#. Then, when 2013 rolled around, I went to my boss and I said, I think we can do some very useful things with mobile. He got me a MacBook Pro and sent me to the Worldwide Developers Conference. Since then, I used iOS with Objective-C, added Android and Java, and as the languages became available, added Swift and Kotlin. I've also used local databases like Core Data with iOS and Room with Android. I've also used frameworks with iOS using CocoaPods and API calls using Volley and Retrofit with Android. I've integrated other things into my mobile apps like Firebase messaging and Bluetooth using BLE on both Android and iOS. I have a number of personal apps. There are 6 in the iOS App Store, and there are 5 in the Android Play Store, 3 of which are duplicated on both. I'm working on some other apps, including a game that I'm working on with my 2 sons. I am also learning Flutter and Dart, which I'm very impressed with, and the programmer's programming language Python. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.